Do you think the best piece of equipment that humans could ever make is a perception-altering device?
That sounds interesting.
It does, doesn't it? To alter your awareness perception.
Uh-huh.
Or to speed up your perception, or to slow it down.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting thing. You know that when we are operating as humans, we're limited. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Life forms are all limited to the capacity of the body. And if you want to take your essence, your soul, in this particular ratio, could you imagine what an untapped, unlimited vessel without the limits of the mind, I mean, it's quite the thing, right?
Yeah.
But even your perception of time and altering it to be able to slow it down. So you could take, in this moment right now, so you understand that the phone, to record a video, is taking multiple stills.
Yes.
So you can say that every frame ratio is a still version that is transpired into a flip book.
Yeah.
But your limited understanding of this flip book means that you are limited to the amount of frames per second.
Yeah.
And what happens if you had frames per nanosecond? You would be able to see an awful lot more. Would you even be able to register it? That's the thing. Because when things flick too fast, you can't notice it. So you want to say the flapping wings of a hummingbird.
Yeah.
Only when you slow that down.
You can
Now
see.
imagine being in control of that in your own body. To be able to look at something and slow down the ratios and add more frames per second into your visual perception. So you understand with this that you are limited to what you can see,
Yes.
depending on A, if it's going too slow, B, if it's too small, and C, if it's going too fast.
Yeah.
All of these things affect your ability to see.
Yes.
So you would then understand that your sight is limited to certain factors.
Yes.
Your brain on top of this, so these would be your eyes, and then we would say your brain is also limited to certain factors, yeah?
Yeah.
So you understand that there's more going on in this whole entire universe. Best teacher in the universe is the universe. Best dentist, universe. Best life creator, universe.
Yeah.
Best alchemist, universe. Best nuclear physicist, universe. Best, let's say, black hole creation, anything, you want to name it. Psychology, the best spy is the universe.
Yeah.
The best God creator, universe.
Yeah.
You can keep going. Best elemental creator and taker, universe. Your best teacher. We can look at one another, or you can take a long good look at the universe and understand that that is one of the best teachers you will ever have.
Yeah.
People say life. No. Universe. The very best teacher. It is the universe. So, you know, even with that understanding, so that is quite impressive that all of the things that you can think of, it's done.
Yeah.
Best language creator. Universe. When you think about language, we often just think about English, German, French, American, Australian.
Yeah.
So, you know, Welsh and beyond, right?
Yeah.
But above all, it would be the universe.
Yeah.
Life forms, nature, humans, and then there are varying different ratios in that. So anyway, so you understand that your brain has a limit.
Yeah.
It's been limited.
Yeah.
or your mind, either or, your eyes are limited.
Yeah.
The camera is still limited.
Yeah.
And therefore, your perceived reality is now limited.
Mm-hmm.
Even more so than on top of the certain things that you can see and certain things that you most certainly cannot see.
Yeah.
The camera is a little bit more of a better instrument than that, perhaps. It goes beyond these ratios just a little. But again, it's still limited.
Yeah.
So, the device that we were talking about, it would operate in such a way that, imagine this, we would say the concept of time, and I'm not on about the time flying the other day, the clock, not on about that. I'm on about your lifetime.
Yeah.
And when we say lifetime, what do you actually mean by a lifetime? You can never perceive a full lifetime, can you? Not really.
No.
Going through the moment, well, that's a varying of factor of whether you would experience that as fast or whether you would experience that as slow. Going through the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at that moment,
Yeah.
it's all the same speed, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it seems.
Yeah.
Even that looking back ratio happens within a burst. Yeah. For me, it's breaking a vial of glass with a resonance frequency, you could say that,
Yeah.
with light in it.
Mm-hmm.
When you break it and it crunches like a Christmas bauble, the glass ones,
Yeah. Yeah.
and and in that mist creates the memory, and it's caught into another bauble. Interesting. And then you can pop it again and pop it again and pop it again, and therefore you have a collection of memories. But very interesting. And again, that seems to be at quite a fast speed, but not in relevance to the event itself that you lived. Anyway, moving on from that. So which is a true lifetime?
Yeah.
Lifetime is how you're living every single day, of every single moment of every single day. And your perception of reality seems to be going at this ratio. What if, and I do say if, you can slow it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting phenomenon. But slow it down for all life forms. It's already happening now. So if we understand it from a slug's perspective, to a pigeon's perspective, to a human perspective, to an elephant shrew's perspective, to an elephant's perspective, to a turtle's perspective, tortoise's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
life speed. Then we go smaller, bacteria's perspective, it's time perspective, and then let's say daddy long legs, mummy long legs as well. Let's be gender. So all of these things have a perceived time.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine that? For the mummy long legs lives what, 3 days, 4 days, 24 hours, some of them. Maybe not even that for most, but it would appear to have had a whole lifetime, and it would be like for your lifetime, although very quicker, and they would have to have a lot of evolution in order to be able to know about stars exploding versus, for them to see it, because of they're here for like let's say 24 hours, night and day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't see very much. So they're even more limited than what you're limited. But then could you imagine if things were more so limited, less limited than you? Your body is limited based on a ratio of blinking per day. So if you're more tired, you blink more. It's an almost shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up. In those in-between blinking moments is a very interesting thing. Your heartbeat does the same. Ba-ba-boom, ba-boom. So you're only technically alive for a fraction of a second, nanosecond at a time per beat. but you still keep going. But again, to work at an optimal ratio for humans is next to impossible. And again, in life after death, you can just get an understanding of what your soul being developed, if captured, what that essence would live at, how fast it would be. And here again, your body is limited to how fast you can build something, how fast you can make something. Cool, could you imagine that? Think it and it appears. And it's not because it appeared, it's because you weren't limited to any factors. That is an awful lot of power. Did you know that? That is a hell of a lot of power. And here in these biomes, the universal cycles, if you want to call it that, you're limited for a very good reason. Think about it. If you were in this untapped ratio of power, what could you do? Some people will say, well, look at how you can do this with a little bit of money. Look at how you could do this with a little bit of power. This is a little bit of power. This is going to judge what you would do with a lot. This is a little bit of money, and you're terrible with it. Look at what you would do with a lot. This is a little bit of power in the terms of life. Could you imagine what you could do with a lot? Could you imagine the wars? If there would be any sense in having them, but still. This is the most smallest amount of power and you're limited. But why are you limited? It's a good question. It's a very good question. So even with a small amount of, let's say capped potential, what can you do with that? Breakthrough at this percentage, and what could you do with an awful lot? Again, it's all about time. But anyway, so make a device that could slow you down. But not just you, but everything in this universe. And what's more, you wouldn't be aware of it. Let me give you an example, right? So the camera's limited, your eyes are limited, and so is everybody else's, and they also have this perceivedness of time. What happens if right now I could slow it right down, that it is so slow, but I'm able to move this speed? Now let's put it another way. I'm going to use the Houses of Parliament because it's quite far away. Just going to use it for an example because I like it, right? And let's say that everything across the entirety of the universe, the stars, the planets' orbit, every single creature in this whole entire biome just slows down to a halt. It would make snails even more, they wouldn't even appear to move. Wind, everything, the lot, everything just screeches to an almost halt, and it begins moving very slowly. Now could you imagine being in control of this device? At a touch of a thought, it stops almost and moves extremely slowly. In the time it takes you to walk from here to the end of the house and back again, I'd already made it to the Houses of Parliament and back. Then, with another thought, I carry on, take my place and talk in front of the camera again. It's amazing, isn't it? What could I have done in the Houses of Parliament? Could I looked through a few bits of information? Maybe. Could have read in a whole entire library in this time. This would be a very interesting mechanism to create. And it can be created. This is the next part of this, that this is not just plausible, but this is possible. But the problem is with it, that if you were to make it, you wouldn't realise you've made it. Because your perceived time wouldn't have, it would have slowed with it. Your perception of reality would still be like you're moving fast. Think of it another way. Somewhere in the world you've had, someone's having an exam or a really bad time, and their time is going very slowly, extremely slow. Some very tough situation that they're going through, and it's just dragging, seconds are dragging, turning into hours. And someone else at the other side of the world is having the time of their life.
Yeah.
And it is busting forth.
Mm.
But reality, if you want to say it this way, has gone at the same ratio, same speed.
Yeah.
But both these individuals, if you were to ask them, one would say it flew by and the other said it dragged.
Yeah.
But yet, reality itself, to everybody else, well, it was just another day, same as the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now we already understand that this is differentiating in between individuals based on outside circumstances. No, we're talking about the main bit in the middle. The perception ratio of reality being at the same time. Now let's say that that part slows down. Even if you were having the excited moment and you were going very slowly, and also this individual would also feel the same amount of slowness, even in this moment where it's all paused. But yet, if you had an a suppressor to that, that you could walk outside of that perception reality, and it kept you immune, so that it didn't affect you, but it affected everything else, but not you, or a group, or different things like that. What could you do? To everybody else, their reality didn't go. Even the phone per frame ratio would not be able to pick up that movement. So to think about it, the video would almost go down really slow, taking each frame.
Yeah.
Then you disappear out of it. You're over at the Houses of Parliament. Oh, what you lot been up to? Ooh. I'm just going to put this device right here. Yeah. I'm gonna put this here and let's just have a little read of this. What are you holding there? Oh, and you? Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, all right. Gotta go. Off I go. Come back here. Step into frame, and it all continues off.
Yeah.
Ask anyone. Did you even notice anything? Notice what?
No.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything? For me personally, if I had a watch, again, probably wouldn't work. But if it was on me and it was able to be in this area where it was immune to that suppression or speeding up, vice versa.
Yeah.
If you can slow it down, you can speed it up and alter it. You would think that nothing happened, and I show you my watch. Look how much more time has gone by for me, you know. Wow, isn't that interesting? Cool. By my clock, we're like 4 days into the future. And then you don't age. Interesting, isn't it? Maybe I could appear slightly older, or maybe slightly younger, depending on where you bounce into it, bounce out of it. That would be an interesting thing. But could you imagine that? What could you do with that stuff?
Anything.
You could do a lot of stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can go anywhere and see stuff that you wouldn't see normally, or move something, or do something.
Now that's one part of it.
Yeah.
Another part of it is humans across the board, but again, you're born into a human knowing, so you grow in this limited field, and you think that it's the most fastest thing ever. Look how fast I can run. Yeah, it's impressive, but it's an illusion. You could go a lot faster than that. Did you know that? No, you're mad. Yeah, you're trying to be taught by people who are in the same, born into this system. But you would need to know something outside of the system in order to know within the system that it's not actually like this. Unless you're a really great thinker and all the rest of it. Probably, yes. Indeed, birdies, indeed. All of this limitedness is just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything is limited.
Yeah.
So being able to run fast, and you're born into it, right? So you start off as young, and that feels really limited.
Yeah.
And then as you begin to grow, it feels a little bit more freer, and a little bit more freer as you get older and older. And as you're beginning to feel more freer, you believe that this is the fastest ratio that you've experienced, but it's not. It's not, because you are shutting down and your heartbeat is not continuous heartbeat. Imagine your heartbeat running at a ratio that it almost flatlines. So you think about it, adrenaline. Blood's pumping around your body, oxygenating in all different areas, and it's also discharging an awful lot of carbon, which you would say, what do humans need for fuel? Everyone's like, food. Yeah, and?
Yeah.
Water. Okay, that's very good. Anything else? Air.
Yeah.
You could say oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
This is feeding you.
Yeah.
It's feeding you in a different area, but it's still feeding you nonetheless.
Yeah.
You still have to have a waste product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, when you eat, again, you need a waste product.
Mm-hmm.
If you drink, you need a waste product. It's fuel. So, how much are we limited to oxygen then? Well, per breathing ratio, in and out, in and out. So what happens if you were able to breathe really, really, really fast, and your heart rhythm was able to go really, 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 really fast? Well, you're going to need to chuck more food in there as well, most certainly. So you're limited by food, you're limited by oxygen, now you're limited by the flow ratio around your body.
Mm-hmm.
The brain is also limited.
Yeah.
I've had adrenaline in my life, and quite a lot of it, and it's gets you understanding something there. The thought mechanisms. Okay, most people in those situations, when you're on a life and death situation, are probably in fear mindset, which triggers off a bit more. And then in the back of the paramedic truck on the way Blues and Twos to hospital, the paramedic sort of looked at me, and he was just, or technician, he said, I'm going to need you to kind of just, if you can, just slow your rhythm down. Because it didn't drop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did. I slowed it down. But to be honest, I don't know, I didn't really want to, because it was quite a... Depends where your thoughts are, right? If you go in fear mindset, you're going to be stuck in fear mindset. But I wasn't there. I was walking all over the place, fucking sorting this out, looking at this. Anyway, so maybe everyone needs to go and get epped up on adrenaline, go for a run and whatever else and all of that sort of stuff. No. Well, maybe there's something in that, but not really, because you can do it even if you're in a roller coaster. Try thinking of something else. Try it. Try shifting your mind to something else. It's nigh on impossible, but you can do it when you get the hang of it. It's like riding a bike. Anyways, where was we going with this? Yes. So, you were born into this limited environment, but you feel like it's such freedom, but it really isn't. It's highly limited. Mind's limited. Your oxygen ratio is limited. Your heartbeats are limited. Could you imagine if we could speed up your heart, speed up all of everything in you?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't live very long. Now we're figuring out that your body's limited. Your body is limited to an awful lot of stuff as well.
Yeah.
So we might as well add that in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Body is limited. We know it can do more in a certain fitness state. And people will say, you're more healthy if you do lots of running and keep the body running at ample. But we often forget. And also rest equally is important too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's say if we had enough energy and enough memory in hard drive banks to instill cameras into your eyes, let's say, that look outwards, and we were able to film every single moment 24/7 for over a course of 10 years. And with this, you get to speed it up, so you get to see something in a bit more of a quicker ratio. So if we understand this, how many times a day do you reckon you blink? Well, when we start to add this up over a month ratio, you've been asleep for most of it, but just didn't realize it. Shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up, shut down, wake up. You do also blink more when you are tired. You blink less when you're in fear mindset, which would be, fear mindset is more along the lines of adrenaline response. You might have a rapid heartbeat and it makes you very alert. Hyper alert, in fact. So you could base this on adrenaline and different things like that. But to stay in that state of mind for too long, and I think it can also work against you, it speeds up your metabolic ratio. Yes? So like for like, elephant versus elephant shrew both have the same number of heartbeats. Now, isn't that interesting? And equally too, they all have the same amount of wear and tear. Once you reach a limit, done. Now, humans are evolving, bacteria is evolving, animals are evolving, everything is evolving all at the same time, at the same ratio as one another. And this will be variations to it that the body is trying to push past the ratio of what it can do and how much wear and tear it can keep adding. The more wear and tear it's adding, the more the envelope pushes. So in generations this increases and it also drops back, and it increases and it drops back. Do you know what else we need to have? An ample human temperature. There's another one, it's temperature. Air, quality of water, quality of food. So much now. You also need a really great cool down mechanism on your body, and you need a way to, if your body is running at high optimal capacity, imagine if your liver could do it, your kidneys could do it, all of your internal organs could start running at optimal capacity or reach the buffer zone of what they are capable to do. Then you would say, cool, I feel pretty... You'll be like in fast forward mode, right? And then if you could feed it so that they didn't age in that process as well, that would be even interesting, wouldn't it? Then you would say that you were pushing past this, you can work at this speed for this many years. That's interesting. Anyway, let's say we could record everything from the eyes and different things like that, and we record it every day for 10 years, and we sped it up. The blinking ratio. That would be one. You would notice a dip down, dip up, dip down, dip up, dip down, dip up. Did you know you also require a good rest? So again, sleeping versus awake, sleeping versus awake. You are also in this sort of rhythm that is dropping you, picking you up, dropping you, picking you up, dropping you, picking you up. It's very strange, very, very strange rhythm. Oh, what? Gonna chirp? No chirps. Okay. So when you are in waking moments, yes? You sort of peak up, drop down. Peak up, drop down. Peak up, drop down. Yes, this will be like blinking, heartbeats, everything. Mind, rhythm, up and down. And then when you're sleeping,